Alright, so I'm actually headed back down to the smoker. Headed out to Vicky, and I don't want you guys to think that using Vicky is completely, the hell is on my camera? Anyway, I don't want you guys to think that using Vicky is completely set it and forget it. I end up having to run out to the smoker usually 2, maybe even 3 times to get it dialed in just right once all of the charcoal comes up to temperature. This is one of those cases, one of those times where I'm gonna come out to the smoker and get it dialed in, or get her dialed in, so that I get the right temperature I want. So Mark's question was in regards to the air inlet. He asked me or asked if he'd ever, or if I'd ever shown or where the air inlet was. So looking at Vicky, okay, here's the air inlet here, and what I was gonna do earlier was to choke it off and then let the smoker come up to temperature gradually. But what she's done is, I mean, not really running away, but she's at 300 degrees right now. And so what I'm gonna do is choke off the inlet to probably 3/4. And you see the little ball valve there? And me turning it down, the temperature, and what you guys just missed was the temperature did just jump to 313 degrees. Now it dropped to 311. And if I sit here and watch it for another moment or so, there we go. That fast. And you saw I didn't open up the smoker. All I did was choke off the inlet. It's amazing how this smoker reacts to slight changes in that inlet. Now, with that temperature being, with the inlet being choked off the way that it is, I'm guessing the temperature is probably going to settle back down about 265, maybe 200, between 260 and 270. My guess. So, but again, that's one of those things when you learn how your smoker cooks, you'll be able to figure it out. You'll know how to get it settled in and make it do what it needs to do. And just as I was talking to you, the temperature is now down at 291. So, yep. Now what'll probably end up happening is the temperature might get a little too low, and then if it gets too low, I'll end up having to come back out here and adjust it or open it up just a little teeny bit and get the temperature back up a little higher. But Mark, thank you for your question. You know, hopefully that was helpful.